Hi everyone, this is Anna with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff. Today I am here to show you how to make this really cute Easter card. Easter's coming up in a couple of weeks. We are still wondering what's going to be happening with our whole coronavirus situation, and it's kind of looking like we may not be having a whole lot of Easter gatherings, but hopefully we will be able to get together with people somehow. I don't know if it's online or what. Maybe we're going to send out a lot of cards. I guess this is a really good option since we probably aren't going to be seeing a lot of people. So I'm going to show you how to make this. And this is kind of funny how I discovered this cute little bunny that was in this set. My daughter was stamping one day and she stamped these little squirrels and these little bunnies. And I said, oh my gosh, she just gave it to me the other day. I was like, where did you get those? Which stamp set were those in? I had not realized they were even in here. So I decided to make an Easter card with this cute little bunny in this Cuckoo clock set called Cuckoo for You. The matching die set is called the Cuckoo clock dies. There is a die here that goes with the little bunny. There's one for the squirrel. There's one for the little reindeer. But this is a really cute set that that you can use for this. So I'll pull my materials in that I used. I used the Granny Apple Green cardstock, and I cut it differently this time. I cut it so it's 4 1/4 by 11. Here is a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of crumb cake cardstock embossed with our basket weave embossing folder. This measures the same. It's going to go on the inside. I cut this out with our stitched shape dies. I use these all the time. If you don't have it has squares, circles, and ovals. If you don't have these, you should, because they are definitely my most used die set. Here I already stamped and cut out the bunnies. And then I've got a little 1/2-inch strip for the greeting. And this one is just a touch wider than that I'm going to use to stick right behind there. So, looks like my little helper just came in with her lunch. As you know, I'm sure if you're like me, everybody's just at home right now. So you may hear some background noise. She may come over here and help me in a little bit. She actually she was helping me yesterday. She colored these bunnies, and you can see the one on the inside was, we strayed a little on the coloring on this one. She did really well on these, and we strayed a little on this one, but that's okay. That is okay. Whoever I send this to, I'm sure is going to love it, that they can tell that Kelsey helped. So, where shall I start? I guess I'll go ahead and color these cute little bunnies. And I'll bring in my colors that I used. The carrots I colored with pumpkin pie. These are my regular Stampin' Right markers. I know lately on a lot of my videos I've been using either aqua painters or the blends markers, but sometimes it's nice to stick with the basics and use our regular Stampin' Right markers. Some of you may not be aware, one thing that's really nice with these markers is that when you get the ink refills for our ink pads, you can use those same ink refills with these markers. So when you use them a little much, they get a little dry, you can... Okay, Kelsey. Kelsey found, she has an old set of these markers. She just found her pumpkin pie marker in her set. She wanted to let me know. This is the Granny Apple Green, which I love.
I like Granny Apple Green too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good. And you know what? While I'm doing this, I am also going to stamp. This will be for the inside of the card. I am going to stamp one of these and color him too. Stamp him down here in the corner.
Do you want to color it blue, Mommy?
This one? Do you want me to do it the blue color?
Yeah.
I can do that. So, I feel like I lost my train of thought. So yeah, you can use those ink refills. You can refill your ink pads when they get low. You can refill your markers when they get low. One thing it's one thing that I really love about Stampin' Up! Products is you buy the ink pad, you buy the marker, you can essentially use it forever as long as you keep buying, you know, just buy the refills. And those ink refills last forever. Oh, I was supposed to make this one this color. This is Coastal Cabana, as requested by Kelsey. Anybody have any little stampers in your house?
I don't know.
I'm curious how you're all doing. I was starting to feel like I'm going crazy this morning after how long have we been? Our kids have been out of school for all of 10 days now, I think. Maybe 9. I think it's 9. So I'm starting to feel like I'm going crazy. So I'm going to have to take a break, I think. I think this is
11.
11. I think this afternoon my little helper is going to hang out. You going to hang out with Matt?
No.
I think you are.
No, I'm not.
And Mommy's going to have some alone time. You can help Matt.
No.
Yep. So that's Coastal Cabana. Here is Highland Heather. Love this color. This one had run out the other day, so I re-inked it, and it looks like I need to add a little bit more. It's still a little bit dry. Do y'all know how to refill these? I have an old as dirt YouTube video posted that shows you a lot about our inks and our ink pads, which some of it has changed by now, but the way that you refill these pens has stayed the same. You take this thick end and you can either use your fingers or some tweezers. You just pull it out and then carefully add some of the drops of the re-inker down in there. Carefully and slowly. You do not want to do it very fast. It will overflow and you will be mad and covered in ink. You don't know how I know that, right? It's not by experience.
She's done it before and she has been messy.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but just a little bit.
Just a little bit. This color is Flirty Flamingo.
I love Flirty Flamingo.
In this case, we have a little flirty flamingo bunny.
A flamingo bunny.
Okay, we have our bunnies ready. Let's get our greeting stamped. So I'm going to use the Highland Heather color, and this one will go on this little strip. Happy Easter. These stamps are from our Welcome Easter stamp set. This is in our current mini catalog. Love these little guys. I made a video not too long ago with little Easter treats with this stamp set if you want to take a look. But this is where I got the greetings from. Nailed it! I was a little worried when I can't get my head right above the card. Often, I don't get things like that stamped very well. I guess I could show you the back of my head in my video, but that might be a little strange. And then on the inside, hope you have a wonderful Easter. I am a purple freak, but I just love this Highland Heather color. So we'll snip this off. And I think we can assemble everything now. So get my card base. I will put... Oh, when I was preparing to make this video, I went ahead and stamped that rabbit, and then I thought, well, I don't need to do all my stamping ahead of time. You want to come and watch me do some stamping too, right? So I just flipped it over and did it again when we started our video. We'll attach this on. When you attach these embossed pieces, you either want to use a lot of adhesive or a stronger adhesive. I could get out my multi-purpose glue, but I don't have it handy, so I'll just use a bunch of snail. I love this. Think it looks like a little Easter basket. You could make all kinds of cute Easter projects with this little basket weave embossing folder. And you're seeing more of my secrets. I stamped something that I didn't use on the back of that paper, so I just flipped it over and used it again. I hope nobody ever takes my cards apart, because if they do, they might find strange things on the back of them, kind of like this one. Put this up at the top. We're gonna put Happy Easter on with a couple of our mini dimensionals.
Mini dimensionals, you can't get the wrappers off.
They are a little bit harder than the big ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's funny that she and her little fingers that can do pretty much anything thinks that they're hard to get off. Stick this on.
I can barely get them off.
And we'll put some dimensionals on the back of the bunnies. So what kinds of things do you have planned for Easter? We in my family, we just haven't even talked about it.
I know what we're gonna do.
I assume the plans are just off.
I know what we are gonna do.
And we're gonna have Easter at home, aren't we? What are we going to do, little Missy?
We have Easter eggs. We put candy in them, and then we hide them out in the shop on the farm stuff. And then when they're hidden, we go out and find them.
We did that last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which was our first Easter here.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure this is a tradition. I think it has to be. Anything that was that well received by all 4 children at that time, from ages 5 to 14, I guess. Anything that they all love is like a total win. Usually anything that like 2 of them love is a win, but we hid the eggs, and Kelsey's were hidden a little easier, and the boys were hid pretty hard, and they loved it. So yes, pretty sure we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt in the shop again. Grab a piece of our braided linen trim. I love this. It's kind of like our linen thread, but it's bigger and braided. And I love both of them because the neutral color goes with pretty much everything. So I don't know about you, I do not have every color of ribbon in my supply, but it's nice to always be able to pull something out that looks good with any project. And this is definitely one of those that looks good with just about anything. Definitely looks good with this crumb cake basket weave print on the card. And I'll stick it right here. We'll use a glue dot. If you haven't heard already, for those of you in my Facebook group, I'm going to be doing a live every day, almost every day at 1 o'clock. I will not be doing them on Sundays. Most of the other days I will be doing them. Shh. And then I will be sharing them in my YouTube channel. So most days there will be a new video showing up on my YouTube channel. So while we are all stuck inside, I'm going to do my best to be sharing some happiness with all of you. And I'm actually planning some virtual classes where we can get together and see each other and talk to each other and make cards and crafts together. So make sure you check out my website, scrappingstampingandstuff.com. I just posted information for my first upcoming class, which is not on the homepage right now, but it will be soon. So anyway, we're gonna get through this together. It's gonna be great. We're gonna stay healthy and safe and celebrate Easter by sending cards to each other and celebrating with whoever's in your home, I guess. So here is today's Easter card. I'll show you this set again. I just love this Cuckoo for You set, which I know a lot of people see this and think like, well, I don't really know what I would use that for, but it's got this cute little bunny that we used today. The squirrel you could use all year long. You could obviously make Christmas things with the reindeer in the tree. And the
gingerbread house.
The gingerbread house. Well, we had a coordinating gingerbread house set that also went with this. I think it retired in the holiday catalog, but it's got really cute sayings. I'm cuckoo about you, miss you all the time. Time spent with friends is time well spent. So anyway, just a nice set. And then again, the Easter set that I use. So thanks for joining in, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.